Fish rubber, they say.
Well, day 2, we're getting an early start today, so we got the opposite weather from yesterday. So it's gonna be sunny, but we do have a moon right away this morning, so we're gonna get after it. I think the plan is to try some big fish waters.
Good morning. We're out on Lake of the Woods for day 2. We're fishing with Doug Wegner, and yesterday was a little tough. We did get some bite opportunities, but we weren't able to capitalize like we had hoped. We did get a fish right away in the morning, but today we're hoping to put a couple more into the net. So I'm going to start off with the top water. Jake's going to be throwing a spinnerbait. I think Doug's going to be ripping tubes out of the back of the boat. But we got out here early. We've got a moon here starting in a couple hours. Hopefully we can take advantage of the sunrise as well as a moon and see if the fish are in a little bit better mood today than they were yesterday and put a couple into the net.
There's one. Oh, he went off towards you.
Yeah, I see him. Oh my God. He like came up and that was hilarious. Nipping little pricks. I talk about A spots and B spots a lot, and the cool part about this trip is that we're going to be fishing a part of the lake that I have very little to no experience on in the summer, and it's all kind of new to me. This spot here I just fished for the first time 2 days ago with my buddy Kyle, and what I like to look for is just adding as many elements as possible and stacking them together just to put yourself in the best position. The Lake of the Woods has got 1,000,001 spots, and there's 1,001 really good spots. And that can change depending on your weather, your wind, direction, all that stuff. But I really like to look for the right kind of rock. What I mean by the right kind of rock is boulders more so I'm a bigger fan of. I like to fish the windy side as we're doing right now. I like to fish extensions, I like to fish saddles. I like to fish something that makes the spot stand out on the map. These spots are pretty obvious, but if I can run 30, 40 of those in a day, I feel like I'm going to run into a lot more fish than if I'm fishing. Second, if I'm fishing a lot of area that gets a good amount of pressure, which is relative up here, then you can start fishing those B spots, and you'll find those bigger fish will kind of just slide down or off of an A onto a B spot. But I just want to stack as many awesome elements that muskies love: wind, current, boulders, weeds, sand, all that stuff together to find an A spot.
Here we go.
Nice. Sorry, buddy. I gotta pancake it. Somehow it got rolled.
Let's go.
Alright, there we go. We have worked very hard for this fish. We've been fishing most of the day. We did take a little bit of a short nap earlier, but it's peak moon, and so we came back on a spot where we saw a very large fish on. This is not it, but for the first fish of the day, I will take this one all day long.
When I netted, I thought it was like 38, but I'm comparing it to the one that we just saw here.
We've been grinding. We had a cold front show up just the day before we got here, but we're starting to see fish show back up on structure. They're nippy, they're showing up on baits, they're coming off the structure, but they're just not quite firing. We've got some stable weather today, so we're gonna grind it all day, and hopefully these fish that are starting to show back up on the structure will actually start chowing pretty good. So we've moved one already this morning that seemed like it had the right energy. So we're gonna keep at it and see if we can't put one or two in the boat but we've definitely been working for our bites, getting opportunities, but we're having to work for them.
There's one. He just freaked out at the boat.
Yeah, it might have been my bucktails still in the water, might have spooked them.
That's another good one. Mid-40s.
Minnesota shuffle style. Oh, he's here. He's here. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Got him. Oh, he's off, he's off, he's off. That was like 46, 47.
That's a good one.
How'd he pop?
Got you in the straightaway.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have come back over it.
Well, you hung it in that corner. Like it's fine. Like it came in late, which probably messed with your head. So you started going really slow, and then it got juicy on it in that corner, and then it didn't eat it there, and then you hung it too long, and you got right behind it and just nipped it back. First, you should have pulled, because you had them more fired up, pulled, and then hung it in this corner, and then
Yeah,
you might have done it there, but you just hung it
too long.
too long. You got straight behind it and
Just nipped.
just nipped. That was a good fish.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
There's one. Shoot. I screwed that one up too, didn't I? What's the learning moment?
I'm gonna have to watch it, but I think I think it was kind of the same thing. Like you wanted to feed him so bad, and then you just hung it too long, and he got the back, and then you didn't pull to get into your second. Because once they get, because like if you see him come in, like you saw him coming in, right? You said, here comes one, right? So you try and pick up the speed to gain the separation, to hang it in the corner so that they're not right behind the bait, so that they cut the corner off. But then eventually, like if you hang it so long and all of a sudden the fish is directly behind it, then you got to go. Like, then you got to pull, because that's what happens. You got directly behind it, and then he nipped it, and you couldn't go anywhere with your hook set, right? So like if once that fish gets directly behind it and like he no longer can cut it off and T-bone it, then you got to pull to get down to here to set him up to T-bone it again. So he goes and eats it there, and then you're, like you say, here, or if you're through here, you hang it, he doesn't eat it, but then all of a sudden he gets behind it, you got to pull it away from him so he doesn't nip the back. If that makes sense. Being a little grumpy, like they have been the last 2 days, basically, outside of the first spot of the trip, where they weren't grumpy. That was nice, hey? Like our trip has gotten harder since the first cast, but I'm gonna snap a dog around. This is that new pit bull. But one thing I don't care for on these, or any really Musky Innovations product in general, are the hooks that come with them, the mustads. So it's a 5/0 mustad that comes with it. I prefer 5/0 VMC O'Shaughnessy. Especially when you're fishing around rocks like this, I'm going to snag, I'm going to hit bottom, you're going to bend hooks out, and then you have to bend them back, and then you start to stretch that hook out more and more. It's no different than a stay lock on your leader. The more you change baits and bend it back and forth, the softer it gets. So VMCs are just a little bit more stout hook. You can't run a 6 because then they tangle, but if you run a 5/0 VMC, a little bit better hook, don't bend out as much, and I think they just do a better job of keeping fish pinned. And then there are some new BKKs that I've been playing with on the Pitbull Double Dogs too that have been working, but we're gonna go with the old tried and true. These things are tough right now.
Is he on you? Yeah, every time I come out of this corner, she just like stops.
Fast. Got it. Sorry, I smacked you in the face.
We're good. We got it.
Little cast back. That thing was so fired up, but not fired up. I wanted to bite it all in the weirdest places. Whew. That's so dumb.
Going around bunch times.
I'm just annoyed with them today so much. So, you guys look at this fish. You can see her eyes all messed up. Right there on her. I guess it would be her right side. But regardless, so she probably couldn't see it as she was coming around that corner until she got straight behind it. So, could be part of the reason why. But regardless, I'll give Matt the assist on this one. Nice little like it with musky.